So we're in Sicily, in Catania specifically, because this is like a gateway city to Europe for people coming from Africa, refugees and migrants who want to leave Africa, come to Europe to have a better life or to escape war or persecution and those kind of things. And so many of them flee across Africa into Libya and then come across the sea and end up in southern Italy. And so Catania here is one of the places where there are many migrants who come and they want to go somewhere else. They don't want to stay in Sicily. They want to go to places where there's more jobs, like Northern Italy or Germany or France or some other place. But they're often stuck here for 2 to 3 years sometimes or more while they wait for documents. So they go through the court process to prove they have a reason to be here as a refugee or get proper status to have paperwork to be able to go somewhere else. So when we learned these people were coming from majority Muslim countries, many of them, where we can't go there and openly share the gospel. Many of them are coming here, and it's the first time they're actually encountering people who can share the gospel with them openly. And so we're here to make sure, or try to make sure, that someone's here to share that with them when they're here where they can hear. And so that's why we're in Catania. So what the ministry looks like specifically is a lot of evangelism, trying to reach out, connect with people, a lot of discipleship for people who already believe or come to Christ. For us specifically, we have a bicycle shop in the center of the city. And so it gives us a way to be a part of the neighborhood and to, we receive used bikes, fix them, and give them away to migrants and refugees and also Sicilians who need them, who can't afford to buy bicycles. They need them to go to school or to work because public transportation here is not very good. So, so it's a big help to them, like in a physical way, but it's really not about the bikes. The bicycles are a way for us to make relationships. So we often will have classes or apprentices and try to teach them how to fix bikes as well, so we have more time to spend with them. And so we want to build these relationships and connections so we have a chance to share the gospel. The bikes are just one way to do that. One of the things we do is train. We have actually trainings for people who want to do this in this context that are, whether they're Italians here that are believers or migrants who are believers, or even when we have short-term teams come to join us or interns. We have some like ways to get started. So we have a group of 6 teachings of Jesus. So things like repentance, baptism, love, prayer, Lord's Supper, making disciples, these kind of things, these basic things that you need to learn how to do. Because Jesus said, go and make disciples, teaching them everything I've taught you. So what's that mean? It's a lot of stuff. So we got to start somewhere. So we start with this like group of studies and teach people how to walk through this in a way we call a 3/3 group, which is a simple Bible study technique that you can facilitate. Don't feel like you have to teach. So anyone can do it. And so we teach them this as a kind of a starter. And then from there, you just start reading the Bible together. So start reading one of the Gospels and talk about what Jesus said. And in this same 3/3 structure, then it's not just reading, but we also talk about how do you apply that to your life this week. And so we want to read the Bible, not just to read it and say, yeah, it's a great story, but to be changed after we read it. And so I'd say that making a disciple is teaching someone all the things that Jesus said and how to follow those things, including how to make more disciples. So it doesn't have to be complicated. It's really about digging into the Word together. And in my opinion, the more you live daily together, the more closer you are on a daily basis, weekly basis, but the more you're doing life together, things really stick better when they come up in real life. So if you're working with someone and things come up and they have questions like, well, what do I do about this? This happened or that happened, or I have this problem in this relationship or whatever. And we say, well, what's the Word say? Go back and teach people that the Word is the source and go back there and help them think that way. And then at the same time, learn to be like Jesus.